Luigi here, Danganronpa 2, episode 54? Wait, no, it's gotta be 54. I think so. I guess we're doing the last trial now. And it just got really confusing really fast. It kind of shoehorned in a bunch of like random clues at us. This feels like an infinite hallway, gonna be honest with you. Or maybe not. I feel like they just had mangas on the ground everywhere, and you know, it was kind of weird, you know. But you know, whatever. They had to do it some way. I mean, they could have done it a better way, probably. And we're back to the trial ground. Huh? This place? Where's the voice acting?
Yo.
There it is. Oh, never mind. Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
this place is the same place. A trial field? Yeah. Why is it a trial field? Because the last game had a trial field. Yeah. I don't need to redo Kazuichi's thing. We've been here before, right? Yeah, like 10 seconds ago. Yeah, this should be the place the door of the ancient ruins leads to. Huh? It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up until now. It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations, you guys are the first one to ever beat the game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come to this place to get to the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired from the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original. Huh? Is it? I don't remember. Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? Of course, if that's what you guys decide. And if we have to decide, what do we have to do? Ahem, please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Ooh, compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time. There are two options, graduate and repeat. You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes treated as absences. Then the result is based on our majority vote? Ahem, if the graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation, so called the graduation program will begin. Alright, even if you do the stupid majority vote, the result's already pretty dang obvious. Come on, let's move this along. Can we press it now, right? No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet. Your will to be swept away by society's harsh currents. Shut up. Who the heck cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your horses are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. Does that mean it won't end with just the majority vote?
Right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it? I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
You don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduation. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how the program has to be? Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. And I think it's the frickin' rules they were talking about earlier with the admins and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, is this what Alter Ego is talking about? Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you can cast your majority votes, and from there, we'll move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to even go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Were you talking about like a cast you get from going to the hospital? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. That has nothing to do with you guys. What is it, Danganronpa 3 or something, or? There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
So
it doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. You just perform your roles without complaining.
Piss me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking the fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. First then, before you die, sear my power to your memories. Oh, God. Is he a god, though? I don't think so. Sure, I'll save my progress, whatever. Oh, back here again. I don't think I have any more skill points, but, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of broke. I mean, I can get, like, downshift or upshift, but that's pretty useless. Yay, upshift! You want to go mean? No, I like okay. Alright, I'm gonna check the truth goals before we start. I just noticed this says it replaces memories with the ones in the virtual world. So this is actually what the VR thing is, what I'm going to be calling it, is what's actually used to create the new memories. So that must be what they're doing to sort of save them. I don't know how it saves them more than prevents them from their traumatic experiences, but you know. Well, the teacher observer can't prevent that. But what is Monokuma right now? Are they a teacher observer? Do they have that power? I mean, Monomi didn't seem to have that power anymore. So my guess would be like Monokuma stole it. They seem to have, maybe they have like more power. They did just say they were a god and everything. Yeah, this is, okay, so that's everything. That's not actually as much as I thought. I mean, reading it over again and like condensing it down helps me, okay? So let's get started. Trial class start. So what the frick is going on?
I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
What even is that question?
This world's true
I thought I was gonna get the voice act for a second.
What kind of question is that? ...
This world's true identity? God! This doesn't make any sense! Ugh. Man, Hajime's already losing it. We only just said like 2 sentences. I answered this, it'll be true, and that light will become the truth. But there is no way I can leave it unanswered. Okay, we're already doing something. Am I supposed to answer what the world's identity is? What the frick does that even mean? What kind of world are we actually? Oh, virtual worlds, for sure. For sure. Virtual. Why'd that happen? Why is this like in super speed mode? I'm glad this is, I didn't realize we would answer this right away. I thought this would be like kind of a thing that's like, oh, we're in a virtual world. Like, I don't know. Can you not? What's with this one? I mean, I could use an A, I think. No, there's a U that comes up. Okay, well, no, there's no way it's an A. Okay, I did get trolled there. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Let's just use that, and then no more. Yeah, there we go. Virtual. I thought it was gonna be like, you guys are actually like 5 seconds in it, but not 5 seconds in, like 50 minutes in it.
This world, this Jabberwock Island we're on.
Nope.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by
I can't believe Hajime figured
that
out.
Jabberwock Island.
Well, at least I was kind of right, you know?
Hey.
And we were in some kind of game virtual world. And yeah, part of my theory was Monokuma like way earlier. It was at like the Mana Beast factory thing. He said if people didn't see this, they wouldn't think this is real or something. But that's why I thought it was a game.
So,
It's,
this isn't the real world, but
What
if
the
you
frick?
want, you can call it the game world.
is it a game or not?
You get it? It's all just one
It is a
big
game, so I am completely right. I'm a genius, actually.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard. Did you have us all come here just to tell us
Okay,
bullshit?
they really are not
This is a
accepting
game.
this.
Are my words being displayed in a text window right
All
now?
right, let's not get too meta, and you know.
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all in your mind trope makes you feel such
All in your
cruel
mind
despair.
trope.
But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line.
I guess so.
Cause it's a game.
So I was right. It is a
We were
game,
forced to
or is
kill
it a
each
virtual
other.
world, or is it a game?
Cause it's a game.
Yeah.
Crazy shit happened.
Or is this gonna be a?
Cause it's a
Yeah.
game.
Okay. This is gonna get annoying real quick.
Here.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of.
Nonsensical abilities.
Cause it
Don't fuck with me. That's not even possible.
I know you guys are pissed, but you
I do not think
Monica,
Monaco-
too, right?
I just-
A world where anything goes only exists in games.
And I didn't. Monokuma saying that, it just feels. It doesn't. I feel like that's odd. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I've never heard them say. I guess I can't say that, but you know.
So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
But is it a game world or is it virtual reality or is it a
Stop.
game?
There's no way.
You gotta tell me right
I'm
now.
gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, If this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
I got bad news for you.
The Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed
Ooh.
to place the user
This
in
is
a
a
virtual
good
world
picture.
by synchronizing directly with the user's brain.
You know how easy it would be to put this as my thumbnail and like have crazy spoilers? That'd be so fun.
Which means your body still exists in the real world.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
right
thought.
now, you're completely submerged in the game
Oh,
world.
they're literally
as if
submerged in it,
you're
actually.
Dreaming or something.
They're like in
Simply put,
whatever it's called,
you're,
deprivation chambers.
You know, not aviators, but
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing
Oh.
from your bodies in the real world.
That's what specific
What did you
thing? They're
remove?
like their freaking heads. We ripped out your brain. Oh, your memories? Your school memories. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than we tore off your limbs in order to
What
give
was
you your
removed from
avatar.
us was our school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our
Ah,
memories of our
that
lives at
makes a
Hope Peak
lot of
Academy?
sense.
Don't talk like that. Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
Isn't it both? Well, it's a virtual reality. Is it virtual reality? Is it a game? You gotta tell me. Created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? Oh, thumbnail material, let me tell you. Sorry. That freaking pose is the best. I like how we're still in our positions. Okay, that's way too many bullets. Way too many bullets. Do you think I know what these bullets even mean? Oh, actually, they are pretty descriptive, so maybe I will know. What do you have to
Is
say?
there any evidence that this is really a game world?
Yes.
You are the evidence!
Really? What do you mean
What
by
does
that?
that mean?
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies
Yeah.
in the real world are different.
I can't think of an example
Though
where
you
that
have no
comes.
memories
Oh,
of your time living your school life, your real
Sorry.
bodies actually lived that life.
I should not interrupt
Game
them.
world.
What's an example of that,
What
though?
avatar?
Oh, are you going insane
I'm a
here?
human being with a real body!
Technically true. I don't know what bullet to do though, because there's like these bullets are like just words, not like
Is there
actual
any evidence that
objects.
this is really a game
So I
world?
don't know.
You are
That mean?
The Neo World program? I don't know.
real bodies actually lived
No.
that life.
Your real bodies actually lived that life,
Is
so
there
we
any
need evidence for that.
This is really a game world?
Oh, maybe Hyoko, that picture. So what I'm thinking is like the memories were used to create the avatars, meaning they're not what we actually look like. So I don't know. I had some weird like deja vu moment where I thought the Hyoko picture was not a thing that we looked at. That was really weird. So I think it's either that or it's like,
Is there any evidence that this
The
is really a
tragedies.
game world?
You
but that doesn't
are
really
the
make
evidence.
sense because, you know.
What does...
Your real bodies actually lived.
Cool. That must be it. We've done it. We're so good.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping.
I mimicked the noise so well now.
There was a picture
There was
of
some
Hyoko.
idiot on the
She
cover,
looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
but we knew she still was a freaking idiot child inside.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the
Oh,
school.
before? I guess, I don't know. Why would it be before, though?
But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives.
Oh, I guess they would have to remove... I guess it makes sense. Never mind.
Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit
I'm not
up.
short.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
Of course.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that,
I like how
we wouldn't have
Kazuichi's
noticed how much
convinced
we've
now.
all grown. ...
No. No. If we didn't know each other before, we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Then wouldn't he have noticed the difference? Who? Chiaki? Who's he? Fuyuhiko? Am I crazy? We lost the memories. We wouldn't even know what we looked like in the future. I mean, it's just Fuyuhiko, right? It's gotta be Fuyuhiko. Unless it's... No, that doesn't make any sense.
You're the only one!
But I don't know why it's Fuyuhiko.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
What?
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
I mean, did they not just, like, lose all their memories? They wouldn't even know. I don't get
As
it.
the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long?
Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years' worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
I'm confused. What? But you aren't. You weren't.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
What is happening?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken
Were
from
we
them.
proving it wrong or not? I feel like I missed the point of that. I
It's a virtual world. And we're...
feel like you just proved their
Virtual
point, though.
avatars.
Like, whatever.
Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
No, never heard of that at all.
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
I mean, we're in real sci-fi territory, so like, it's
Now
gotta
that
be
you
real.
mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Sure you did, Sonia.
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had
Jesus.
small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room.
What the frick is
But in
going on
fact,
over there?
His blood was not being drained.
What is this weird camera pan thing?
He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia.
The frick of
Your knowledge
Kazuichi.
of state-sanctioned torture is
As
amazing.
expected.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth?
I don't know if the nocebo effect is that effective, but you know, whatever. We've gone.
We're really just connected to machines and stuff.
You could have just been like, oh, the
And
machines are just crazy
Our
good.
consciousness was uploaded into here. So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Well, I mean, you have to replace the
Then
memory
The
somehow.
Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
Oh. You guys remember when we saw this at the Jabberwock Island? I sure do.
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
Of course. That's why, in the end. Dramatic zoom out. Oh, this is actually really cool. It was all just a creation. That's the truth. Ooh, whoa. I don't like this new look. The truth is, The truth is, it was all a lie. Oh, sorry, I forgot I can't speak English. That is the word, this world's
if
truth.
everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened
Guys,
here
listen,
took place
cut.
inside the
Hiko's
game,
really smart.
right?
Speak your truth.
Then that must mean...
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Well, if they felt everything that happened, wouldn't they be dead?
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
So, you are saying everyone is still alive?
Ooh, I wouldn't get so hopeful. You know what
That's
comes
it.
after that?
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Oh, God. Oh, don't say it, Monokuma.
What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier.
Gosh dang it,
Yuriko.
guys. What have you done?
The Neo
Don't tell me you
program
mean-
isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too.
Yay!
Then
I mean, it makes
Everyone
sense.
who
Everyone
died.
else.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Jesus
saying-
Christ.
They will never awaken?
What the fuck?
what the fuck?
You can't say that.
Nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Yeah.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing? Then... Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then we were taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
No, I don't. I think we've gone way off course. Clearly, not everyone is as genius as Hajime. Oh, it's 8-bit. I kind of like it though. I don't. Oh my gosh! Of course, there's like 80 of them. Oh my god. There's 9? What the frick is wrong with you?
The Neo World program was developed by
I don't like
the
these.
Future Foundation, right?
Yeah.
The ones who trapped us in here.
Yes.
That's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
enemy is the Future Foundation!
Oh my gosh. Get to the
I
point.
mean, a group that would make a killing game.
Okay, that's it. That's for sure.
There's no way they're good guys!
What could it be?
Then the Future Foundation is
Is there another one?
truly an organization of evil!
Nah, that's not it. The Hope
The
Cultivation
ones who
Plan? Maybe
trapped us
that
in
one?
here. Foundation's
I don't
doing,
know.
right?
I don't remember if that was the,
And the enemy is the
Future
Future
Foundation
Foundation.
or the Hope Street Academy. I mean, I could look,
I mean,
but you know how much
a
work
group
that
would
is?
make a killing game.
The ones who
Wait,
trapped
what
us
else
in
could
here.
it be? Is it Neo World program? I mean, it doesn't say anything about it being not that, but whatever. Well, we'll just try it.
And the enemy is the I mean,
A group that would...
Okay.
No,
Of
that's
course it
wrong.
works. Break.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
then why is there killing going on?
Because they allowed it.
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is? ...
It's Monokuma
Until
or something.
Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really
And you know how
peaceful
like
vibe.
Monomi was making rules and then she couldn't make rules and then Monokuma made rules? This is why I think Monokuma just like stole the powers of Monomi or something. With the magic stick.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this
Didn't
picture.
get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monomi.
Monomi.
Oh, I forgot they had an
What
actual
sort
name.
of role
Ah.
did such a lost
What
girl
an
like
idiot.
her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
But that's also something we need to clear up. Monomi or Usami's rule that she should have had this world was an observer? I don't know.
I see. She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right.
That's
She
right.
was an NPC that was assigned the role
NPC?
of observer.
I guess it isn't.
NPC. What's that?
Then nobody played them, but that doesn't make sense.
Non-player
I don't know.
character. A character that's not controlled by a person.
Then how
It's
the
different from avatars
frick is
like
it
us.
living and doing stuff?
Monomi's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait. Did you just say 15 people?
The
You've forgotten
15
how to
people.
count? We're 16 people in total.
I could have sworn that. Maybe I don't remember. I don't
It was
know. I guess it was 16
probably
people. Oh, what the frick?
Another observer?
Whoops, my bad. Yeah, it's Chiaki. I've heard it all.
I see. Aside from the 15 participants.
So
there
I
were
guess
2
Monomi wasn't a
observers
real
in the Neo
person.
World program.
Dang it.
One of them was Monomi.
Which means bullying them
The
is
other
not
one
a bad
was-
thing.
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah,
Wow, I
you're
was gonna freaking say that, but if you want to steal my gosh dang answer, you know.
You're saying
Sorry.
Chiaki was an NPC?
So you're saying she was just a program?
So they're both NPCs?
Then she wasn't human?
Makes sense. She was so freaking boring. I mean, what? She didn't exist at all? Not human?
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive.
Oh, maybe not.
Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
I mean, Monomi seemed alive, but
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
World
Now
Ender.
that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
For everyone who's
What do you
here,
mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
dot.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Why don't you just show us your true self?
Choose self already.
What,
Whoops.
you can't talk?
I keep accidentally clicking the button.
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears
Oh, the main cast?
cast has finally arrived.
I want to know who this main cast is.
Main cast.
Speaking of
Frick,
which,
I keep dropping my mouse.
this guy is a member of World Ender.
Yeah, the Future Foundation, you mean?
What? World Ender?
Oh, okay. What's going on? Why is everything glitching? I don't like it when things glitch. Oh, is this the guy from before? Oh, it's Makoto
It's not the
Naegi.
Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies.
Oh, I forgot. They survived. You know, I forgot there's like 6 survivors. It was the Makoto, the other girl, the other girl, Byakuya, and like all of them.
With you guys.
I kind of forgot that they didn't die, and I just remember that now. But check it out.
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
Makoto? Man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot they didn't die.
My name is Makoto Naegi.
Oh, it's been
Like
so
you,
long.
I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy.
My name is Makoto
And
Naegi.
right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! ... Hey, what happened? ...
What is this? Isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude, it's as if he's being cautious of us.
I don't mind rescuing you guys, but before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
The situation we're
Why do
in.
you think the Future
It's
Foundation
just- it's really
decided to
weird
put
having
you
Makoto
guys
here.
into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
Man, you're so
The
impatient.
Neo World
Can we just kill
program has
Kazuichi?
another name. The Hope Restoration Program.
Hope Restoration
By
Program?
now, you should
Man, I'm really
understand
good at
your
repeating
true
what people
identity.
say. My true
Our
identities?
true identities?
Aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? who were rescued by the Future Foundation? ...
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues.
Why? How are you talking with your mouth
Put
closed?
them all together and try thinking about it.
Thinking. I've never done that before. Just put together. Think. How do people do this, man? Logic dive. So, what's the other people's names? I can only remember Byakuya. The other one's Hina, I think? Then the one with the crazy hair. Ah, frick. I don't think it matters that I know their names, but I just really wanted to remember who survived. Yeah, I was like, how is there gonna be a main cast if they're all dead? And then I forgot, like, I don't know why, but I kind of forgot that they still were alive. I'm not very smart. Okay, who are the 15 survivors of Host Peak Academy? Is it not Hajime and the others? That's gotta be it. No, I'm not crazy, I swear. Guys, please. Okay, thank God, I'm not stupid. Whew. Why is this going for 5 minutes? Alright. Yeah, Byakuya survived, and crazy hair dude survived, and then, the one that was Genocide Jack survived. There was one more, I think. But, and they made it sound like, Makoto betrayed the Future Foundation somehow, which is weird, because they also just tried to save us, or, like, they, like, talked to me and was like, oh, I've got this thing that'll save us, so I don't know what's going on. Who are the Remnants of Despair? I guess Monokuma, obviously. Whoever controls Monokuma, I mean, but if it's a virtual, can it just be an AI? Oh, that's not the Remnants of Despair? So, it's Makoto? What? Doesn't make what? The Remnants of Despair? Wait, it's us? I'm very confused. I probably should have paid attention to the bridges. Why are we the Remnants of Despair? What the frick? We're the 15 survivors and the Remnants of Despair. I thought the Remnants of Despair were the Remnants of Despair, not the... whatever. I'm sure it's gonna explain to me what the frick that means. Question 3. Why were Hajime and the others put in the New Year World Curriculum? To fill them with despair, of course. Just kidding. It was to recover them from despair. I wonder if you can, like, switch platforms midway. Wouldn't that be epic? Alright, are we done here? Yes? No? Okay, thank God. So, where are the I thought the Remnants of Despair were, like...
It's all coming together!
Junko's followers. What the frick? Could it be?
The survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys.
It's still weird hearing Makoto's voice, but it's okay. So that means we were like we weren't really brainwashed, but we were basically brainwashed. And then I guess they wanted to get rid of our memories and replace them to undo that? I don't know.
That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
That's pretty epic.
We're all Ultimate Despair?
Don't be stupid!
in the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon
Wow.
further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
Oh, is that why that email went out? Okay.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that their dangerous
So
guys
wait,
were responsible for terrorism, coup d'etats, and wars.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
They're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world.
They're responsible for the classic throw humans into the fire pit event. My favorite.
Despair in human
Oh,
form.
jeez, I do not want to
utterly
see that.
devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are.
Thumbnail material, though, am I right, guys?
The ultimate despairs
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything,
Wow.
to burn everything.
We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie.
That's right. There's no way.
Oh
There's
man,
no way we're all ultimate despair.
Hazume's going crazy. Thumbnail material all
Nagito
around.
probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
What unbelievable truth?
Nagito.
That
why
he
are you
was
bringing
part of the
him up all
ultimate
of a
despair?
sudden?
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys.
How much did he
It
know?
was a special prize for clearing the final
Jesus
dead
Christ, he
room.
must have had his eyes open.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside,
Yeah, but inside, there wasn't details about anything.
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Huh?
why? Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
He learned. He didn't learn all of it. He just learned that about our profiles. Are you telling us to answer that? Oh, what are we doing? Hangman's Gambit? Oh no, not this. This has gotten like crazy hard recently, so I don't know what's up with that. Wait, what's the question? What did he learn? And when he learned the truth of the case, what did Nagito try to do to us? Kill us? Kill us all. Is that it? Oh my gosh, I can't handle this. Okay, K, I... Ah, of course that happened. I thought it might, like, spare me. Kill. We need 2 L's. I do know how to spell! I don't know. Oh my gosh. We need an... Wait. You need you. Oh, Jesus, I can't handle this. We need S's, so it'd be really nice if, like, an S happened. Wouldn't that be great? Like, really awesome if an S, like, appeared somewhere, like, another S. Like, literally any other S at all. Like, literally... Thank you. Oh, frick, Okay, there we go. We got an S. Now we need an A and then 2 L's. Luckily, we got an L right here. And nothing is gonna run into each other because we're so good at this game. Okay, watch out. That's gonna run into each other. Ooh, we're so good. Kill us all. Did we really need a Hangman's Gambit that? Like, do you really think I have that bad of a memory? I mean, I do, but I started taking notes, okay?
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, you learned that everyone, including
Okay,
him,
that makes
was
more
ultimate
sense
despair.
now.
And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
They think the traitor was... Oh, I guess that makes sense, because
Nagito
Chiaki...
tried to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand that feeling.
You know, Naito is more of a Monokuma type of... Basically like a reverse Monokuma, but not totally reverse.
Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys?
I'm sorry for making these noises.
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Hate to break it to
I
you.
don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before
Listen, if you think
entered the school.
Think about it. If your memories are erased, that means you're totally not responsible for the things you've done. You can just say as an excuse, like, oh, I mean, I don't remember,
But it
so...
all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Her?
The
Junko?
true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair. In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're
makes so
within
much
the Real World
sense.
program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family.
Okay, Ma.
friends,
I
and
mean...
even your own parents.
Okay, Makoto, you didn't have to lay it on heavy like that. Like, geez.
Family, friends, and our own bodies. Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth.
Oh, Jesus. Ah, remember when... Oh, Jesus. Remember when Makoto stapled the... It's definitely Nagito, not Makoto. Junko's hand to his hand? I remember that. What was that just now? Was that you? A memory? Ah, that would make sense too. That person, that was Nagito, right? Oh. Vision of Nagito. I guess we'll find out what more about that happened in the next episode, so bye.